We spoke in another video about natural disasters and how it affects property taxes, but there's one that's more common in Texas, especially along the Gulf, is hurricanes. So how does that affect property values? Is it treated differently at all?
It's not treated differently than another natural disaster from like an appraisal standpoint, but the downstream effects can be huge. The amount of destruction that a hurricane can do compared to like a tornado or whatever is much broader. You can have significant damage. I mean, think about Hurricane Harvey. When that happened, there were pockets of the Houston area where every home within a radius of miles was irreparably damaged. Like had to have the sheetrock cut out 4 feet high and mold remediation done, new roofs put on, that sort of thing. The house is basically, I mean, in one sense, like it's less than dirt value because you have to fix the house before you can do anything with it. So the market implications for that, even if it was a $2 million beautiful home before that, it's got like almost negative value at that point because you got to fix it all before you can live in it. So the effects can be huge from an appraisal standpoint immediately, and that can depress a housing market for years until all that repair is done.
And more of the longer term to think about would be, and people aren't, it's not something you thought about immediately, but you're actually starting to see it a lot along the coast within the first mile or so, is just outrageous insurance prices. Homeowners insurance is skyrocketing if you can get it at all. It's becoming so unaffordable that people are having to just get rid of their house in order to move to a place where they can be insured. The long-term effect of that is you either pay the price of the insurance, and start to lose money over time that way. You may even be an abandonment issue where you just can't afford to do anything else other than just say goodbye. And the long-term effect of that is either you start to get a ghost town from the situation, or the wealthy, super wealthy that can afford these insurance prices are going to come in and swoop up big chunks of that land.
For cheap, probably.
For cheap, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because you could have a kind of like inverse scenario where the actual market price of a house collapses, but only a wealthy person could afford it because of this like astronomical cost to own that inexpensive house.